Hello. Yeah, I decided. I don't know if the whole streaming thing is going to become a daily thing, but do you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to be on for long or anything like that. But yeah, I will try to do this more frequently. And hi to whoever just joined. And hello to the person who said hello to me there. Yeah. Fair. I probably only am gonna stay on this for like half an hour because I do have work tomorrow and I do need to get to sleep. And I did get a tattoo today, which should probably be obvious, and I'm in pain. I think that is a safe statement to make that I am in pain, but it's never, so if you have any questions for me at all, if you just want to talk, if you just want to listen to me up, if you just want to chill here, then up to you. Or you could also leave. You are not a hostage here, you do have free will. And my social skills are severely lacking, but sure, all of you already know that. Anyway, but sure, look at. And I am indeed playing with buzzballs. I don't even think. I don't even think I'm gonna end up drinking these in the frizzy. I think I'm gonna end up giving these away. I don't like alcohol. I don't know why I bought them, but I feel better, thanks. Well, I don't know why you were feeling shitty, but it is a good thing that you are feeling better. Feeling shitty isn't necessarily the best thing. Yeah, a lot. Hello to whoever just said hi to me there. Hello. How are we all doing, lads? I'm actually intrigued. Why do you. How has my day been? I got a tattoo today, so I'm fucking happy out. Oh my god, lads. It was so hard. It's so fucking. Oh my god, my collarbone, it hurt like a bitch, lads. Oh my god. I never expected it to hurt that fucking. I was scared for it, but I was like, oh fuck me, I didn't realize it would be that bad. Like, oh, but sure, look, it's over with. It's got to do the whole healing thing, and it also is my fault. I got an industrial piercing the day before, but like, the painful spots are the one that are worth it. Yeah. I'm okay. How are you? Oh, nice. Well, I'm happy to hear that everyone's doing well. You know, I probably wouldn't be the best person to watch if you are having a life crisis. Do you like my rabbit? Ah, the rabbit was cute. I'm not really used to people sliding into my DMs, but sure, look it. See, I've after changing my settings, so now if something is inappropriate, it gets held for review. So let me view this message. And that is exactly why I've changed my settings, lads. It was getting a bit annoying, like always every 5 seconds having to be like hide user. So, you know, now the bots are doing it for me. They're replacing my job as a human being. But sure, look at, yeah. Hey, I fuck with the game to try to become human. So, if some robos would like to like destroy my life and stuff like that, and they get like consciousness and feelings and stuff like that, then sure, look at. No, fairs. Yeah. To be honest, this one's like it's not gonna be the most entertaining one, most or ever or anything like that. But like honestly, I just want to chill for like half an hour, then fuck off to bed. I've already had my shower. I've already had my dinner. I'm currently taking a couple of days rest from the gym because, you know, the spaceship is located underneath the pyramid. Do you know what? That seems like a conspiracy theory to me. And if that's what floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, like, I'm a chill guy, you know? Oh, sup, big bro. Hello to you too. Well, this one got, yeah, nah, you can see that comment. Are those buzz balls? Yes, they are indeed. I'm not drinking them on the live, but I just have them, so I'm currently bored. I am actually currently bored. I'm actually fucking stacking. I'm just like repeatedly stacking fucking buzz balls. Whoa, why is someone out here calling me mum? Oh, for fuck's sake, lads. God damn. Hello to whoever just said hi to me there. Are you pink skinned or is the lighting? I am white as a ghost. I am pale as shit, and it's just the lighting. Someone told me you sound like an owl. I don't necessarily know what owls sound like, but you know what? They seem like cool enough creatures. I'll take that. I'm from Ohio. Where are you from? A long way away. This dude almost looks like a female. Honestly, I'd love to be a man for the sake of my gym progress. You know? Um. Oh, hi. Are you doing lives daily? How did the tattoo go? I hope when everything went okay. I'm not gonna make any promises of like a daily life or anything like that, but I'm definitely gonna do them more frequently. After last night, I had a great time. The tattoo, it went great. I think it looks great. It hurt like a motherfucking bitch. Oh my god, I genuinely set up my Spotify playlist with the most fuckboy shit possible. And I was there and I was laying down and I'm good friends with my fucking tattoo artist or whatever, and I was like, and then I just started then I was like internally speaking, I was just singing the freaky ass lyric, the weekend lyrics, like trying to distract myself. Oh lads, the collarbone ain't for the fucking weak. And it is great to see you again, Chavaspada. I will never say that properly, and I apologize for that. Um, you look like a pink Pokemon. Wow. Well, someone just retracted there. I find it interesting when they retract it. Good evening. Nah, this dude looks like two mattresses having a pillow fight. Wow. Lads, wow. Didn't realize my gender was up for question, but sure, look it. Seems like a lot of people, if I'm a fella, a lot of people on here are gay as hell, but sure, look it. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, some of y'all are. How you doing today? Love you, so beautiful. No one loves should love. No, nah, nah, nah. I am ugly. I'm fucking ugly. I take inspiration from you. Yeah, I fuck with that. What's good, sister? Um, what's good? Most likely not the economy. I'm actually autistic. Hello, Evelyn. Hello to you. Hi to whoever said hi to me. Hey, I love your channel. I opened my own business today. Lads, why is there so many people fucking on here? Hello, hey, love your channel. I opened my own business today. It's an ice cream van. Can you give me a shout out, please? It's called Ice Wallow. Wow, okay. Red light Gunnar. Lads, are ye fucking colorblind? It's pink. Oh, there, it's fucking purple now. Jesus, horrible accusation going on here. They will never take our freedom. Hi, how's life? Same old, really. Lads, who the fuck? What the fuck? Why is there so many messages going on here, lads? Oh, I actually got to read this one out. It is your name Lightning because I want to make you my queen. Lads, what the fuck, like? Lads! Yeah! To the fucker who accused me of having a red light, it was fucking pink! No, no, that's a crazy. Yeah, it was fucking pink, okay. Yo, Granny, hey, are you not entertainment? Why the fuck is anyone calling me babe in here? If you don't get the fuck out of here, fuck off. Um, my mum is my aunt. Well, sure, look at incest does run in some families. How long you been British? What, lads? Wanna be my girlfriend? Do I look like a fucking charity? Ugh, ugh. Hey, what happened, lads? What happened to the normal people? Wanna be my girlfriend? Ugh. Jesus Christ, I might actually get fucking sick here, like. Um, am I Irish? Yes. Nah, some of y'all, a lot of y'all, there, my block list is going crazy right now, but you look at baguettes, croissants. What language is this? This is English. Hi, my name is Sindel. I'm just gonna say really pretty, and that's all I have to say. I don't necessarily know if that's male or like if that's a man or a woman saying it, but I'm just gonna say thank you, and I'm gonna make the assumption you're a woman. I'm sorry, wrong accent. How long you been Italian? I honestly wish I was Italian because Italian people are. Eh, I'm gonna say, why are you purple? Ever heard of a thing called an LED light? You know? Yeah, too many simple words. I agree. I agree. Don't listen to them. They're just trying to trick you out. Just ignore him. They're being intelligent. I'm sticking up for you. Yeah, no, they're just being wankers in the comments. See, I don't mind when people do that because it's easier to block them. You know. I'm just gonna keep on hiding users. Um, I can't tell. Are you a boy or a girl? Lads, all I did was put my fucking hair back, like Jesus Christ. Man, they don't make fellas this fucking pretty, like Jesus. Both. Hey, do you know what? It's 2026 or whatever the fuck it is. That's probably possible nowadays. What time do people usually eat dinner or sleep in your country? It's for sleep pattern learning of different countries. Um, Sleep pattern. My sleep schedule is very not the norm. I typically, if I'm working, I normally go to bed at like 12 at night, half 12, 1-ish. If I am not working, I'm probably going to bed around like 3-ish, 3 a.m. around that. I normally wake up at around 7. If I'm working, I wake up at 7. If I'm not working up, I wake around like 9, 10-ish. Depends, you know. Oh my God, I'm actually stupid. I don't know you, so I can't comment on that. Lord have mercy, that's one loud ass mic. It's more just I speak loud. People and their comments. I agree. I agree. I'm just going to hide a lot of users. Calm down, hit me a right then, just being that's been horrible to get for no reason. You're perfect. Keep up the good work. I don't necessarily know what you're trying to say, but you are being supportive towards me, and I appreciate that. Are you Irish or Scottish? I am indeed Irish. I'm just hiding a lot of users at the current moment. Uh, and like usual dinner timing of all the people in your country. Well, I can't speak for every single person in Ireland, but what I will say is I'd say most people have their dinner around 8, 9-ish. But I'm not the best. I'm not. If you're doing a study or some shit like that, or just a general observation, I'm not the best person to ask. I was like cut off from society for a good couple of years. We are all sleep deprived, I guess, which is very fucking common in the society. Go to another country. I'm not financially secure enough to do such a thing. I would love that. You look like you'd be a beast in the boxing gym. Well, I do take the gym seriously enough. I never took up boxing, but it is something I would actually have interest in. Calm down. Yes, it's you Irish. Yes, I'm indeed Irish. I'm actually not in the mood at all. I'm just kind of bored, really. Um, what do I think about the American president? I actually don't really have an opinion on Donald Trump. He doesn't affect my life. Politically speaking, I'm in the middle. I think I think the shit he said about his daughters is very fucking creepy. As in, he basically kept on. There's clips of him basically going on about how attractive his daughter is, and anyone who I don't care if they're male, female, what nationality, if they're the president, if they're a billionaire, whatever the fuck, if their name comes up in the Epstein files more than Jesus Christ comes up in the Bible and God Himself comes up in the Bible, then I think it's a safe statement to make. Say they're a very, very, very shitty person. You know, I'm not going to comment on him as a president, but how I will comment on him as a human being. And as a human being, just because of the pure fact he has been so many mentions in the Epstein files, he is a piece of shit. You know, I'm not gonna. He might have improved America in some ways, economically and stuff like that, because I haven't researched that part of him, so I'm not going to comment on him as a president. But as a human being, when you were even friends with someone like Jeffrey Epstein, and when you have been caught multiple times saying highly inappropriate things about your own flesh and blood and your daughter, you are a piece of shit, you know? So, yeah, that's my opinion. Not to make it about politics, but it's just shitty, shitty people. I think Americans are the luckiest people to have ever existed now. Ever. Not, I mean, isn't like 50% of the American population immigrants, you know? Eh. Our president has nothing to do with us. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that statement. Like, obviously, I would have my issues with Donald Trump moral wise, but just because he's the president of America doesn't mean I look at American people any differently. You know, like I don't like I'm not against saying my opinions and stuff like that, like controversial. Like, for example, obviously I am pro Palestine, but that doesn't mean I hate Jewish people either. You know, like just because someone is from Israel doesn't mean they support what their country is doing. You know, like I'm not gonna hate every single person from Israel because of the horrific thing that like the Israel government is doing to the people in Palestine. You know, like I don't want to I'm not really a person who wants to talk about politics and stuff like that, but I'm not going to call myself a pacifist or anything along those lines, but for the most part, I want what's best for the people, you know. And if I see a country or if I see a government or people or just people on an individual basis, I'm trying to fuck with other people's human rights and livelihoods, I don't agree with that, you know. I'm not trolling anyone. I feel embarrassed about our country and genuinely. Elizabeth, I haven't seen any previous comments you've made, but I'm just gonna assume you made a comment about America. Um, you shouldn't feel embarrassed about the country you live in. I'm going to make the safe assumption you you were born into America and stuff like that. Like obviously there is a lot of controversial stuff going on with the American government, but you are just a person who lives in it. You know, you're not I think it's a very safe assumption to make that you are not a part of the American government, so why should you feel any personal shame? You know, it's kind of like I'm going to use my own history as the example. Like, sure, the English people years ago fucked over the Irish people in history, but that doesn't mean that the modern English people who live in England need to feel any embarrassment or shame about the history. You know, it's like sure, you might be like nationally speaking, you might be American, but the issues that the American government causes, you have no control over that, so you shouldn't have any feelings of embarrassment. You know, it's that type of thing. Why are you faking your accent? I'm not. It wouldn't. If anything, I wouldn't even want to fake my accent because it makes it harder for people to understand me, which kind of restricts who can watch this. You know. Donald Trump is literally fading away. Give him a few more months before he finally disappears. To be honest with you, I don't like keeping up with American politics or anything like that. I try to kind of, for the most part, I try to stay away from politics. Because to be honest with you, I find it boring. I find it a bit depressing. I don't. But like, obviously, I'm bound to hear it because I live in the country and I have a phone. You're embarrassed because you're a narcissistic troll. I'm going to make the assumption that wasn't about me. I'm so embarrassed to be here. Yeah, to the person who said then leave, I agree. You are a person, you have free will, just fuck off if you don't want to be here. Um, are you religious? I respect all religions, but personally speaking, I don't have any religious faith. I in the recent 2 months, I have become a lot more open to the idea of religion, but I never believed in a God. I never have. Like, you know, I'm just continuously hiding users at this point. Donald Trump is like Jesus to Christians in America. That's a controversial fucking statement, and I don't feel like commenting on that because that's like a rant. I feel ashamed. I think that's a valid reason. Um, like at the end of the day, if your personal feelings are your business, and I cannot control how you feel, but I just, what I'm basically saying to you is the actions of America, you have no fucking control over that, so there isn't necessarily a need to feel ashamed about it, you know? But it's up to you and your feelings, yeah. Um, why is the whole comment section going on about America? I don't really understand. Like, I'm not American, I don't really think about America like that. I don't really understand the appeal. My favorite lesbian stud on YouTube. I'm actually gonna take that as a compliment. I don't I don't fit under either of those labels, but every single lesbian stud I've ever seen, they have great fucking strip. They've got fucking style. God damn, fuck yeah! No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Nah, they're drippy as a motherfucker. All the gay lesbians I know, like the fucking studs, like you have no business or reason to talk about the US. Talk about your own. Um, I think that's a very stupid take. You know, like what I basically all I've said about America is the morality of their president is very fucked up. That is all I said. I have not talked about the politics in America. I've not talked about what it's like living in America because I have never stepped foot in America. You know, don't plan on living there, but I think it is a very safe statement to make that if the president of the USA has showed up on the Epstein files, he is basically like he's basically the main fucking character. He's the main person who's mentioned in those files. And if you look up Donald Trump speaking about his daughter, he has made so many sexualized comments about her and how attractive she is, and it is fucking creepy. You know, I think that's a very safe statement to make. And I feel like that, and if you have any issue with what I just said there, where I think it's creepy to sexualize your daughter and it's creepy to show up on a files about a pedophile island, like if you have any issues with me calling both of those things creepy, I think you should analyze you and your morals. You know? I personally just back off from the war because I don't like war at all. Um, I don't necessarily know my opinions on war. You know, like I'm not gonna say I'm a pacifist and I don't think war should ever happen, but am I pro war or either? Not necessarily. I think it all depends. You know. Um, there are good people everywhere, even in Israel, but most Israelites hate Palestinians. I agree with you. As in, you lost me at Palestine. What I was basically saying is, like, even though the Israeli government is doing something absolutely horrific to the Palestinians, and obviously I am pro-Palestine, that doesn't necessarily mean every single person in Israel is evil. You know, obviously the Israel government, they're fucking, like, what they're doing is absolutely horrific. But I'm saying that I've seen a lot of hatred towards every single person in Israel. But the reality is there is pro-Palestinians in Israel, but obviously they can't necessarily be open about it because of the country that they live in. You know, I'm basically saying don't generalize countries, the people in the countries. Like, even though the US president, morally speaking, obviously I don't agree with him for points I've said before, but that doesn't mean American people are evil. Like, obviously there is bad people in America, but there's bad people everywhere. You know, I'm basically saying just kind of think about stuff a lot more. Um, You are not even American. Yeah, I know. I'm Irish. Every single person in the comment section is just speaking about America. And listen, I'm not going to speak about the life in America. I'm not going to speak about the economics of America because I'm not educated in that at all. But I think I've made two very I've made two very factual statements. So I think anyone in this comment section, if you have an issue with what I said, not to create an echo chamber or anything along those lines, but I think you are fucking weird if you disagree with like what I've said about Donald Trump. I think you're a fucking weirdo if you disagree with what I said. To be honest with you, like, I'm not going to say he's a bad president. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to comment on missiles, anything like that. I'm not going to comment on the wall being built. But all I'm saying is he's fucking creepy. You know. What are your thoughts on your own government? So that would be the Irish government. I think they're quite greedy. I think I think Ireland, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't research a lot about the fucking um Irish government, which is a bit ironic because I do live here, but I think they try to tax you for a lot of shit. I think I suppose I suppose getting the Susie grant here is a privilege. I suppose having access to a medical card is a privilege which the government provides. I think the government handles our housing crisis like an absolute joke. Obviously, I am happy I was born here, but I don't think it's the best government ever. But I'm happy I was born here. You know, like, I don't think any of the Irish, like, Taoiseachs or whatever the fuck were mentioned in the Epstein files. So yeah. Um. Comments are wild today. Oh, I agree with you. Like the amount of people I've had to hide users and stuff like that. I don't really know what's going on with the comments today, but yeah. Hmm. Such an unnecessarily toxic chat. I completely agree. Normally the vibes on here are way better. I don't know why it's become a whole thing about America because I'm gonna be as brutally honest as possible. I don't give a fuck about America. You know, whatever happens in America doesn't really affect me. Like, obviously, like worldwide trade and stuff like that, that does affect me. And, you know, like the import duties and stuff like that, that probably does affect me. But, like, politically speaking, what Trump does doesn't affect me at the moment. You know, so I don't really give a fuck. Thoughts on grooming. I think my thoughts in that should be fucking obvious. What? What? What are my thoughts on What? What the fuck else thoughts could I have over that's such a shitty thing to do? Like, what the fuck? Oh my god, like, what was I meant to be like? Fucking retards. Hey, love from England. What I've realized about lives is people talk about everything other than their own lives. What are your skills, talents, or interests? Interests. I like going to the gym. I like listening to music a lot. I like getting tattoos and piercings, and I suppose I like looking cool. To be honest with you, I don't. I would consider this whole thing a hobby of mine. I don't necessarily have a lot of hobbies, but you know, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I do spend more time on my phone than I should. Skills. Um, to be honest with you, I don't really know, and talents, I don't really know. You know, I've never. I don't know. Like, do you know, like when you say skills and talents and stuff like that, most people could start listing off, oh, I'm great at soccer, I'm great at hurling and stuff like that. I don't really know what my skills or talents are, you know? Which maybe I should do more self reflecting, you know? Okay, well, someone is saying Mohammed is the real prophet. Um, let's get. Whoa, what the fuck is going on today? What the fuck's going on today? Hmm. Yeah, lads, I'm just gonna hide a lot of users. What's my favorite hobby? Has to be going to the gym. Ew. Uh, yeah, don't feel ashamed. The only one who should feel ashamed is Kyle. That's nothing new. Real Eric Cartman. I was gonna hide your user, but I fuck with South Park. Imagine if we all just went by our assigned gender based on reproductive organs instead of made up things. Um, I mean, my opinion on the whole LGBTQ gender fluid thing or whatever the fuck. Um, Clinically speaking, gender dysphoria is recognized as a mental disorder or whatever, and how people with gender dysphoria feel better about themselves is if they were born female and in their head they feel like a man. You know, when they start doing surgeries and going on hormones or like dressing more masculine or whatever the fuck they want to do with like however their discomfortable feelings surrounding the gender, like the sex they're born with, you know, in most cases they feel better when they start dressing and presenting themselves in a way that of the opposite gender or whatever. Like, let's say they were born female, they start presenting like a man, you know? And my thing is, I'm not going to lie here and pretend I completely understand trans people, and I'm not going to lie here and say I I completely understand it. But if someone feels really, really shitty getting called she or her, and it would make them feel better for me to call them he or him, then I see no issue with calling them he or him. You know, like the whole neo pronouns thing and z, them, and stuff like that, that kind of confuses me. Like, if someone in my personal life that I was close to, it would make them feel better for me to call them Z or them or whatever, I would try. I would fuck it up a lot, but I would try. But especially when it's just like a woman presenting as a man and going by he, him, and stuff like that, I see no issue with that. I think a lot of things in society and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of people take huge issues to people being gay. A lot of people take huge issues to people being trans and stuff like that. And if a grown adult wants to present themselves as the opposite gender, or like fucking like a they them or in between or a near pronoun or whatever the fuck they want to look like or be referred to as, I don't think I don't understand why people make that into such a big deal. Like, I don't really give a fuck what people get up to in their lives. And if it's just a thing, if it's just a simple language change, calling someone sir instead of madame, or calling someone madame instead of sir, or something like that, I don't understand why people take such huge issues to it. So I'm not going to lie here and say I completely understand someone being trans or anything like that, because I haven't ever lived that experience. I will never understand what that's like. you know but it's also a thing where it's like, you also just have empathy for other human beings. you know if it would make someone feel significantly better just to change the adjective or what, the pronoun that you use to describe them, just change the fucking pronoun. Like, you don't have to agree with it, you don't have to understand it, but it's just the type of thing where it's like, I have respect for you as a human being, I'll call you a he. You don't have to agree with it, you don't have to believe with it, just have respect for them as people, because they are people at the end of the day. Trans, non-binary, whatever the fuck. you know I guess Sinead O'Connor is your hero. I don't know who that is. I am Irish. The president is Christian. Are you saying Christians are effed up? No. I have no issue with Christians at all. I think if being religious is what makes you a good person, be religious. You know? I looked at those files, there's no mention, you tell me what page. Um, I can find the page and post it on my community tab, but did you look at the files that were redacted or anything like that? And did you like purposely go like searching for his name or anything like that? Because they're like, it is a safe statement to make that him, Donald Trump, and Epstein, they were friends at some point. Like, it has been proven that Donald Trump did say, "Oh, I'm no longer friends with Epstein's, but they're still sharing emails with each other." You know. president has three daughters. Which daughter are you talking about? I actually don't know her name. But if you just even look up Donald Trump talking about his daughter, if you look up on Instagram, if you look it up on YouTube, and if you definitely look up on TikTok, it will show up. Like, to be fair, she was physically attractive, and I think she was bleach blonde, if that helps you find her at all. But if you genuinely look up Donald Trump speaking creepily about his daughter, it will 100% show up. It will 100% show up. And if you were not horrified by what he said or what he was suggesting or anything like that, then you would want to look at your morals and look at yourself, you know. What's creepy is you're not telling us where this information is. I basically said I just generally look it up. What's creepy is how he was talking about how attractive his daughter was and how he was saying it, you know. And I can't quote it directly because it's been a while since I've actually looked at the clip. But what I will say is, I think he said something along the lines like about like something common about their sex lives or something like that. I listen. To be honest, I listened to that shit. I was like, I ain't listening to that shit. I was like, just clicked off it. You know. You sound like you heard about Epstein an hour ago. I mean, that would be a very hard thing to do considering how it was all over the internet and I have a phone and internet connection. You know, you waffle a lot of crap. I mean, I do yap a lot, but I have opinions and I do speak a lot. I definitely do speak a lot, and I might speak some bullshit sometimes, but eh, I make the odd good take here and there. So sure, look, it's up to you if you want to stay. Fair. Hmm. She's regurgitating a bunch of nonsense. I mean, I am repeating the same thing, to be fair, but calling it nonsense when you can look it up and see proof of it. But what I will say is some people, when they have a certain belief and you try to challenge their belief, they don't want to look shit up, you know. So that is up to you to make your decisions. Bro, I met you in a McDonald's in Dublin 2 years ago. I highly doubt that. We can tell you're not educated. Um, I suppose in that statement you were saying that everyone with a college degree is. Hmm, hmm, hmm. What is my opinion on what you can say? We can tell you're not educated. Well, I'm gonna take that as you're trying to insult my intelligence. Like, it is true, I do not have a college degree. I think that is obvious. But does that not mean that I cannot or have opinions and what I deem morally wrong? You know, do I need a college degree to talk about ethics and what I think is ethically wrong? Like, obviously we all follow different morals and we all follow different ethics and stuff like that. But do I necessarily need an institution to give me a piece of paper to be like, yes, Miss Baguette, your ethics tick? I don't. Like, if I was speaking about something like quantum physics and science and stuff like that, then me having a college degree would come into it. But me being not necessarily educated in what I'm speaking about, like with the like college degree, I don't think that has a lot of effect, you know. Like I'm not gonna lie to you and say like, oh, I'm always correct and I always have the right opinions and everything. Like obviously there is some people who are in way better positions who know a lot more about stuff I speak about, you know. And on most things, to be honest with you, I wouldn't come to me for political opinions and stuff like that because to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about a lot of stuff. You know, I don't really give a fuck, you know. But you know, you're talking too much for an Irish woman. I just speak like. Why are a bunch of people in the comments spamming nonsense? Miss Spaghetti's Irish. Why are you weirdos? Why are you weirdos spamming stuff about Israel, Trump, and the USA? Yeah, I completely agree. Like, I don't give a single fuck about Donald Trump. He does not affect my life. I don't care about what he like. I don't care about him as an individual. I don't care about the US. I don't necessarily dislike anyone for being American, but it's just the type of thing. I'm not gonna wake up and be like, what the fuck is Donald Trump doing with his life? Oh my God, what's going on in the USA? I don't give a fuck about that type of thing. You know, like, and I feel like a lot of these patriarchal people who take such a huge issue about what I said about Donald Trump, it's like you do realize that man doesn't give a fuck about you. You know, he doesn't give a single fuck about you. You know, you could die and he wouldn't give a fuck. You know, like you can, like a lot of people, like I'm just going to use Trump as an example. You can buy the hats, you can absolutely dick ride him, you can absolutely justify his name and stick up for him all you want, and you can be pro Trump till the day you die. And he will never know who you are, he will never give a fuck about you, and he will never even look at you, most likely. You know, I think it's just stupid to idolize people, especially someone like him. It just not my cup of tea. To be honest with you, if people continue talking about America, I'm just gonna hide them. What the fuck are you? Lads, I have my hair tied back, like Jesus Christ, I didn't even realize I looked like a fella, like Jesus Christ. There is a bun, you know, I think it's a statement to assume I'm female, you know. I'm being dead serious. I'm mostly just you are as thick as mince. Your opinions are irrelevant. You are making the assumption that someone has to be intelligent to have good opinions. Obviously, it's more likely for someone intelligent to come out with good opinions and takes and top on situations and topics. But obviously, there is multiple times where intelligent people are make stupid takes and stuff like that. Sometimes you can get advice and opinions off stupid people that actually are quite accurate and beneficial. You know, and I'm very secure in who I am as a person, on how I think and stuff like that. So if your comment was intended to hurt me, you failed, you know? Ugh. Hmm. What's wrong with your nose? Turkish rhinoplasty. I've never had plastic surgery and don't intend on it. My nose, it's most likely just the lighting. Why you so rude? I don't necessarily. I'm much more of a person. I give back the energy people bring towards me. So if someone wants to be a cunt towards me, I'll be a cunt back. If someone wants to be nice to me, I'll be very nice to them back. You look like my girlfriend. No, I do not. My nose looks weird. Does it hurt? Um, I mean, my nose could, you could say it looks weird, but it's just a nose. Like, it ain't that deep, dude. Your ears hurt then if I'm like if just leave, dude. It ain't that deep. I'm looking for an Irish rye. I'm looking for the block button. Can you turn your accent off though? No. It is something I've developed over time. Hi everyone and Vigette. Hello to you, trucker who's it? You've avoided such a shit show. I do not know what's wrong with everyone in these comments, but my block list is going higher than the bills that I have that go towards therapy. And that's a lot of money. So that's to say a lot. Either French bread is monumentally behind in the chat, reading a chat from another platform, or basically, this is not even close to lives. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like there are so many chats, and I don't know if ye can see it on my screen, but I'm after blocking so many users that I can barely even read the comments because it's like users, blocked users, restricted users, like so I'm like there. So I'm very behind. And I do apologize about that, but I'll get to your comments when I get your comments. My other streams are a lot more chill. I have an ear for accents, but I can't quite figure out yours either. Scottish or Irish. I am indeed Irish. Of course she's Irish, for fuck's sake, lol. Well, the description of a beautifully moon shining over calm, purely waters is still not enough to describe your beauty. Oh, sickening, sickening. It's very clearly Irish. Wow. Fuck me, I'm getting called an eight now, Jesus. And she was momentally behind in the chat. It seems live stream confirmed. Yeah. Okay, just made up my mind. She's Irish. I thought you were Romanian, actually. Oh, yeah. Thank you for saying you love the new tattoo. I post on my community tab or whatever. It hurt like a motherfucker. You know? You're very intelligent and articulate. That is probably one of the few compliments I've gotten on this stream. And I really appreciate that because most people have been going for my fucking throat. You know, did not realizing commenting on America would cause so many issues, but sure, look at. Hi, Nisha. Look, I'm sure many of those users are bots. They listen to the conversation and respond. Accordingly, you can try turning on slow mode. I'm not sure if there's a chat for followers only. I need to actually figure out how to fuck to do that because, to be honest with you, I barely know how this whole live stream works. But I thank you for trying to help. I like Jenny. I'm not useless. Like when I actually do grow on followers and stuff like that, I do not know how to handle that. Like I'm not used to this many people commenting on the stream. Normally it's like 4 people, if even. Oh God, what happened? A lot of crazy motherfuckers in these comments. Oh, I can only imagine what the chat looks like from your end. I'm sorry, I spent plenty of time in blue, and it can get crowded for sure. And it was your accent, not you. Oh no, I get it because you probably sent comments and stuff like that, and you're probably like, "Why is she ignoring me?" But generally speaking, it's just because on my screen, it's like I have so many people restricted. But then if I just even look at my screen now, this message is held for review, view message. You know, man or woman. Lads, why does that fucking matter? Like, do I seriously need to take down my fucking bun? Just like, lads, Jesus. Like, and another one, this message is held for review. Do you shave your mustache? Well, hide user on this channel, you know? It's the Irish. Wait, did I? Yeah, I accidentally hit the wrong person. But sure, look at. Hello to whoever just said hi to me there. How we doing? I'm just happy all these comments have stopped being about fucking America because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about America. How does America affect me? You know? I think it's the normal people left. You know? God damn. I said I like and subscribe to your channel. You didn't say thank you to me. Fuck me, like Jesus Christ, like are you that desperate for my attention? Oh my god! Oh, thank you. You're the best. Oh my god, I appreciate it so much. You've just made my day. You know. But all jokes aside, thank you for that. But at the end of the day, I'm a human being. There's a lot going on in this chat. If I do not see you, I don't mean to ignore you. It's just I might internally read this and get distracted. I'm autistic as shit. Don't take it personally. You know? Hi, you're pretty. I'm actually sick of hiding and restricting people. Do you know what? You could fucking stay. Do you know my cunt? Who the fuck is that? No. You're so funny. I'm just moody right now. I'm just moody. I could be a bit of a bitch right now, but you look at this being a politics stream. Haha. Oh my god, trucker music. You need to rewatch this. They had me on about fucking Donald Trump, America. Israel was brought into this too. Oh my god, lad. Oh my god. And then I had the die-hard Trumpers about to fucking kill me because I said Donald Trump came up in the Epstein files. I nearly got murdered. And they were like, oh my god, tell me the exact file. Oh my god. I was just type of thing where it's like, oh yeah, let me pull out the exact page out of my fucking arse when you can do one Google search and it can come up like you fucking yeah. Ms. Doyle Father Ted. Fucking Father Ted is is a goated show I watched growing up. I'm ashamed we share the same passport. If you are that disgusted that you have an Irish passport as well, just fucking leave this. Like, you're not being held hostage. I don't want you here that desperately. You know? Do you know my cunt? No, the fuck I do not. I already answered your question. ADHD, most likely. Yeah, baguette speaking fact. No, like, it's the type of thing. I didn't even speak, like, to be honest with you, a brief summary. I didn't comment on what life was like in America. I did not comment on the economics on life in America. I didn't even comment on whether Donald Trump was a good president or not. I said Donald Trump is not a morally good person because he showed up on the Epstein files more than Jesus Christ and God showed up in the Bible. And if you genuinely look up clicks about how Donald Trump speaks about his daughters, honestly, he sexualizes the fuck out of him and he says some creepy shit. And I said, do you know what? Him as a person doesn't agree with my morals, you know? And people were there having a fucking hashtag, and it's like, wow, donated $3,000. I don't want your money. Are you off your meds? Fun fact, I was never put on medication to begin with. How do you pronounce your name? It is written as Nisha, but I heard it as Nisha. Also, does it have a specific meaning? I haven't heard that name before. And see, it's an Irish name, so it's spelled Nisha, but it doesn't. You don't say it anything like how it's written. It's basically like you say your knee and then just sh at the end, so like Nisha. You know. I love being Irish. You're an embarrassment to the country. Um, well, I think it's embarrassing you think your opinion means anything to me. You know, I think that's quite embarrassing. You know. Okay, serious question. Does your channel generally have some sort of overarching theme, or is it a specific topic of the day chatting most of the time? To be honest with you, it's an undocumented therapy session, so whatever comes out comes out. There isn't any necessary theme, but it's kind of like, oh, I'm traumatized. This is how it affected me. This is what I learned. Whatever I feel like talking about. You know my cunt very well. Well, I don't know who the fuck he is now. Fuck off. Don't come to the US. I did not plan on it. Oh, lads. Lads, I'm a bit fucking traumatized from this. Like, I do plan on probably doing streaming a lot more, though. Oh, I'm back. I think it's a beautiful name and interesting how it's spelled. Thank you. I appreciate that. Probably the third compliment I've got so far on this stream where I've basically just been abused the whole time, so. People are leaving the United States, and a lot of people are saying that America is fixing to fall. I don't want to speak about America. Are we just your simps? Um, no, I don't. No. Okay, lads, fuck me. Okay, why is it so dark? And then I'll comment about the whole simp thing. I don't want you to simp for me. I don't want that. Like, year people, ye have lives, ye probably have partners, ye probably have people you're interested in. Some of ye may be single, some of ye have kids. I don't want you to simp for me. Ye don't know me. I'm a mess. I don't want your simps. No, I don't want that. That's the last thing I would want. Gotta go. The channel top is a streak of conscious conversation. I can dig it. Bye bye. Have a lovely day. You have a new tattoo. I do indeed. It is a flower and it says we accept the love we think we deserve. And I just got it today and it needs to say it in the cling film. So I'll show it to you better when it's actually healed and stuff like that. I exist only for you now. If you don't fuck out of here. Ugh. Oh, that's disgusting. Ugh. Take your Yankee daughter and go home. I'm not fucking American. I'm not American. New tattoo. I do indeed have a new tattoo. Lads, no, we're fuck off. Keep America out of this. I don't give a fuck about America. Like, why is this becoming like a pro-Trump fucking? Why is this becoming like a pro-Trump American? Like fucking dick riders in the comment section. Like what? Someone else would love to have this comment section, not me. What cream do you use to help them heal tattoos? I just use Vaseline. That's what my tattoo artist recommends. Are you in the States? No. Imagine being American. I am not American. Damn. Wish you were my sister. What the fuck do you mean by that? Imagine eating beans for breakfast. I actually do not eat beans for breakfast. I am not English, so your joke did not hit the stereotype. You know? You sound Irish. I am indeed. I'm an American, not much fun right now. Get me a guinea pig, mate. Buy your own fucking guinea pig, you beggar. I wasn't planning on leaving just yet. Truth be told, now I'm concerned that I can dig it means something different in Ireland. Well, I didn't know what that means, but I assume it means something inherently sexual, Irish slang wise, but sure, look, it went over my head. I just need a sister. I'm all alone. Get friends. Get friends, dude. What? Are you trying to be weird? Like, are you actually someone who's alone and wish they actually had a sister, like a biological sister, or are you trying to make a very shitty attempt at making a joke about me being your stepsister? You know? Maybe I'm just too used to weirdos on here, but if you are a weirdo, I will hide you. So, come Belfast, my town up north. Wow. Do an outfit reveal. If you don't fuck off. Fuck off. Go. Oh, ew. A lot of these people piss me the fuck off. Like, want to play family reunion. It should be very obvious. I hate borderline every single person in my family. You know, I don't even like hearing the two words family reunion put together. Have you read any Lady Gregory? No. That is poetry, isn't it? Lady Gregory, isn't that the one who's like sponsoring Yates? I have not read her, but I think I know of her. Ireland should be on everyone's bucket list. Great place and people. No, not sure I'd say great people, but compared to a lot of countries, it is an okay-ish one to visit, I would say. I don't understand Scottish. Well, neither do I. A lot of subs in chat right now. Oh, don't even get me started. Yo, gang, my brother just turned 8 today. Can you give him a shout out? His name is Mike Oxmel. Well, that might be something to rage bait me, but God only knows. I think they're just trying to rage bait you. Most likely. You know, I get pissed off easily though. Oh, sorry, I can dig it. It's just old people talk for I get what you're saying. You'll find me a rather respectful sort all around. Nah, you're grand. If you would piss me off or if I took you the wrong way or anything like that, I would have been a cunt to you. So if I'm not a cunt to you, it makes sense. I'm from Wales, just east of you. Um, cool. Nice. Are you wearing a French maid outfit? Welcome to my block list. What are some underrated places in Ireland people should visit? Um, to be honest with you, I haven't traveled a lot around Ireland at all. You know, I I actually don't have anywhere. I don't like where I grew up. I don't like the city I grew up in. Like I've moved now. I live in a different county than the one I grew up in. But um, hmm, I think Cork City is nice enough. I think Dublin is nice enough to visit. I haven't been to Galway, but I've also heard that's a nice one to visit. And then I've never been to Belfast. I've never been to any of them. I think like certain places, like especially in Cork, like the Marina Market is very overrated. And I feel like it is. I feel like everyone, like when they think of Ireland, they're like, I have to go to Dublin. I feel like some other countries might be nice enough to visit, you know, but um, I don't. I actually don't really have an answer. I say I don't really have a lot of good memories, and my mom wasn't exactly the type who would take us on trips or anything like that. Oh, actually, Dingle is quite nice. Dingle is quite nice. I have good memories in Dingle. You know, just like going to Dingle and you can go like see the sheep and stuff like that. Dingle's nice. Go to Dingle, I say. Come to Australia, you're so interesting. Well, every single Irish person would like to go to Australia nowadays. So that's actually quite a tempting offer. Oh my god, let me just go to Australia and run away from all my problems. Have you travelled outside of Ireland? I have. I just I haven't had many good experiences when I travelled out of Ireland, but that is for the pure fact I travelled with my family. Like my mother and my sisters and stuff like that. Like I've been to Spain, I've been to Portugal, I've been to those. And when I was really young, I went to Bulgaria. But I think my next holiday will be me going to Hungary. So, because a good friend of mine, she lives in Hungary, and I plan on visiting and stuff like that, and I plan on staying the week over at her house. So I might end up doing a vlog if I do go over to Hungary. But yeah, I have traveled outside, but I'm not the most traveled person ever. I'm just trying to like sort out my life and sort out my finances. Then I will go traveling, you know. And also, I am renting, so traveling at the moment is awkward because then I still have to pay a month's rent. You are a super nice lady. I think I'm a nice enough person, but it's just a lot of people in the fucking chat are pissing me the fuck off. And like my thing is, if you're gonna be a cunt to me, I'm gonna be a cunt back to you. But I do think I'm a nice enough. Like, thank you for saying that though. Have you seen Dairy Girls? You are so cool. I've seen episodes. I think Dairy Girls is really fucking funny, but I haven't watched it fully. And thank you for saying I'm cool. You seem really sweet. Thank you. The Welsh are the best. We love them in the US. If I hear about the United States one more fucking time, I swear to God. Happy Pride Month, trans queen. I'm not trans. I don't think it's Pride Month. But I support the LGBTQ plus. So you know. Did you get a tattoo? Yes. Collarbone. You can't see it because it's kind of heating. It's in cling film. It's a flower and it says, "We accept the love we think we deserve." Which country? I'm from Ireland. You in a house or apartment? Well, that's a bit terrifying. Please don't ask me about. Uh, Dingleberry. Yes, Dingle is popping. Yeah, no, Dingle's a nice place to visit now. Have I ever seen a leprechaun? No. Homie, how long has that rap been on? It's only been on for a couple hours, but I had a shower, so that's why it looks fucked up. Boy or girl? I support the ADHD community. Well, you are clearly supporting someone who suffers from it, so appreciate that. Girl, no Adam's apple. Lads, does having short hair automatically matter? I'm a fucking. Does that automatically mean I'm male? I genuinely have my hair in a bun. Jesus Christ, like, I don't even. I think it should be obvious my face makes me female, you know? Okay, red flag. Well, to be fair, I can be a toxic piece of shit sometimes, so you ain't wrong. Lads, I'm gonna read this before I hide it. I pray that in my next life, I come back as your body lotion. You, a human being, came into my life and decided with your pathetic use. I mean, your time is clearly pathetic. You are clearly a pathetic person, and your time must be fucking useless and worthless. If you would type a sentence like that out, press send, and look at that and be like, oh my god, this is so funny. And I'm going to make the assumption you are male as well. You know, actually do something with your life, you fucking loser. Ugh, you look like Adele. Fair, no, fuck with that. Are you from Dublin? I don't reveal where I live, but I'm not from Dublin. I think that's a Ollie, you should have picked that up by now. Do you know another streamer called Cake Jumper? No. They might be cool. Never heard of them though. Um, everyone heals different, so do your thing. But I never rewrap a tattoo after the initial one put on by the artist. I just use an aqua for 3 days, then let it dry after. Yeah, I'm gonna use Vaseline and stuff like that, and obviously I'm not gonna put soap or anything on it, but I'm just gonna wash it with like lukewarm water and stuff like that in the shower. And like I shower multiple times a day anyway, so I'll be fine. Don't listen to the trolls. You are a fabulous looking woman. Do you know what? That's a respectful comment. I like that. I live across the street from you. I highly fucking doubt that. What's wrong with your nose? Turkish rhinoplasty. If you are indeed trying to make me insecure about my nose, what you should realize is I am a narcissistic piece of shit. Thomas Poles. No, I really do. Oh my god. Is this my favorite rugby player? Oh my god, please tell me this is my favorite rugby player speaking to me right now who apparently lives across from me. Please. Wow. What's your favorite type of crisps? I don't really eat them, to be honest with you. Well, fair. Bye to whoever just said bye to me there. Hi, sis. I do not know when I got another sister, but sure, look it. How rude. How rude. Why make fun of her nose after what God did to the rest of her? Well, that's calling me. I think that's calling me ugly, but hey, sure, look it. Ah, people actually piss me off from this. You're AI. I don't think AI could make someone this fucking like fucked up in the head, but sure, look it. I am Irish. That is why my accent sounds the way it does. Hey, like Travis Spada or anyone that I actually like in the comments, can you just like start sending in comments because these people can. Ugh, I'm bored. I'm genuinely fucking throwing around a buzzball. That's how fucking bored I am at the moment. Like Jesus Christ, you know. What's up? What does the tattoo say? And we accept the love we think we deserve. Happy birthday! It's not my birthday. You're beautiful. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god, I appreciate that. How many tattoos? One, two, three, four. This would be my fifth tattoo at the moment. I plan on getting so much more. So much more. It doesn't hurt. It hurt like a bitch when I got it. It hurt like an absolute bitch when I got it, but it's starting to feel better. Drinking alone kind of sucks. Better at a pub with friends, if anything. All the best. I don't. I don't drink. I don't drink often. I don't even know why I have these. Merry Christmas. Fair. I don't like pubs. I have a lot of people I want to avoid and stuff like that, so I don't go to pubs anyway. And plus, I don't like dealing with drunk people. I barely drink. Oh. What what would you most like to do with your life? Make sure the people I love are okay. Yeah, just honestly make sure the people I love are okay. Probably have financial freedom. Probably have a lot of tattoos, piercings. Probably have my motorbike. Um, Die with a really good physique, and overall, the most important thing, the people I love are taken care of. And when I die, most people who have known me would be better off for knowing me. Like not like I don't necessarily care the impacts I've had on people that are relevant to me, like strangers and stuff like that. Obviously, it would be nice if they know me, if I made a positive impact on most people's lives, but it's mostly how I affected people's lives that I actually give a fuck about. Yeah. Well, hello Irish. How are you, Miss Baguette? I am doing good. I'm just kind of here. I like mentally ill women. You fit the description. No, I do not. I am mentally ill, but I have standards. So clearly, I do not fit the description because you don't have a chance with me. Are you real? Yes, I am. AI or real? Oh, people piss me off. Fuck off. That's a new tattoo. It is indeed. Fair. Louder, I'm listening. Oh, I mean, what the fuck? That's actually a really good mission to live by only the people that you come in contact with. Ah, it's the type of thing I don't necessarily care about people I don't know. You know? Funny lass, I'm off by to you. I appreciate you saying I'm funny. But to continue on what I was saying there, um, I'm not gonna like if I don't know someone, I'm not gonna wish bad on them. And obviously, I hope nothing horrific is happening to people because they are human beings and stuff like that. But I wouldn't give a fuck about what a random person thought about me. I wouldn't. I wouldn't go to extreme efforts to make sure a random person is doing good. You know, like I'm not gonna spend my time and resources ensuring that a random Donny down the street gets money out of my will. You know, I don't give a fuck about that type of thing. But like my best friend, I want to make sure when I die, he's financially taken care of. You know, and to be honest with you, I hope I die before he does because I couldn't handle his death. To be honest with you. Hi, I'm new to your life. Oh, to this live, that would make a lot more sense. I'm just probably sleep deprived at the moment. Hiya. Uh oh. Do you stop exercising for a few days after getting a tattoo, or how do you handle the pain, slash avoid getting sweating? Okay, so this tattoo, I've taken a week break from the gym. So did I go to the gym on Monday? I did go to the gym on Monday. Tuesday I didn't go. Wednesday I didn't go. Today is Thursday. I didn't go. I'm not gonna go till next Monday. So I took around a week break from the gym. My first ever tattoo, I didn't take a break from the gym, and the other ones I took maybe. Oh, it was so stupid. I got them on my upper body, so I was like, "Oh, it's fine to train lower body," but it's just I work 5 days a week. I'm gonna go on working 6 days a week by the looks of it. I have a lot of stuff going on. And I personally, I just feel like my body needs a break at the moment. Like obviously, I like looking good. I like feeling good. I like when my weights go up. I like the improvements I make and stuff like that. But it isn't my number one priority at the moment to get that extra tiny bit of gains. You know, I think rest is something that's really important as well. I would only say positive things about you. Well, you can say negative things about me as well, but just make sure they're factually correct, you know. What about children starving in I'm assuming you're talking about Glasgow, is something that you think of hypothetically speaking? See, a big thing, I don't like when fucked up things happen to kids. You know, like kids are innocent enough. You know, they're pure. They don't have an understanding about life. They don't realize how fucked up life is. So, like, if I hear about a kid being abused or something like that, I care. But like, if it's someone I don't know, typically speaking, I don't think that deeply about it. You know, and I don't think that I people can consider that a bit controversial or not the best or something like that. But like, obviously, if I hear about kids being trafficked, if I hear about kids being beaten, if I hear about kids just going through shitty situations, that's gonna make me feel bad. You know, because that's a vulnerable kid. You know, but if I just hear like if I hear a random murder or something like that, then it might freak me out a bit. But if I don't know the person, that isn't gonna affect me. You know, it's just the brain works in weird ways. Good day to you, Miss. It's my sincere hope that you are thriving and enjoying a truly marvelous day, madame. Well, thank you for that. Hi, if I can ask, who are your favorite singers or singers? The Weekend has like I have the Weekend. This is the tattoo for the Weekend. The Weekend. I, I think I will always consider him my favorite singer. You know, I think I always will. But I nowadays I listen to like a lot of like Tory Lanez and stuff like that. I've always been a fan of my fuckboy music, to be honest with you. What kind of Western European accent are we dealing with? Irish. Hello, have you tried kettlebells? You can work out at home. And to be honest with you, I really like the atmosphere of the gym I go to, and a lot of my friends go there and stuff like that.
So I don't think I'd ever work out at home. Plus, I train chest, I train my back, I train all my arms, I train my legs, I train everything. So I think kettlebells and home workouts, they can be good for some people, but I need gym equipment. I need like weights. You know. I appreciate your responses. We all think the same. I think people do think differently, but thank you for thank you that my responses mean something. I don't know. I am just a person. Are you in a psych hospital? Um, no. I probably should have been admitted to one a couple of years back, but nowadays not necessarily. What the fuck are we talking about? I don't necessarily know either. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you, laddie. Does your name have a traditional Irish meaning? To be honest with you, I looked it up years ago. I don't really give a fuck. To be honest, I think it's something to do with like braver or something like that. It was like Nisha was a brave warrior. It's typically a men's name, and then a man's name would become like gender neutral. Then, damn, you're so pretty. Um, wow. Okay. You eat frogs, right? I am not Irish. To the person who asks if I'm from Northern Ireland, I am from the Republic. I hate to break any hearts here. What is my favorite tool? Hmm, tool. We're talking about Minecraft, like. Probably go fucking pickaxe or something. Oh my god, I love your hair. Thank you. I actually have a bun in the back, but I used to have a pixie. Please tell me more about yourself. Uh, I'm mostly unavailable. I can't do such a thing. I hate to break the. Oh, fuck off with the fucking. Fuck off with Trump. I don't give a fuck about the man. Yeah, Pixie suits you so much. I honestly might. I'd love to get one back. I'd love to get. I'd consider it. Oh no, she's a pickaxe sort of girl. My apologies. Fuck me. Yeah, you are Welsh. I am Irish, but I have nothing necessarily against the Welsh people. So you can consider me Welsh if you want. Want you just be factually incorrect. Are you a girl? Yes, I am female. God, I love your energy. I love your energy too, girl. Sky by Eddie Darkin. Don't know who the fuck that is. You said you grew up in Wales. No, I did not. I said I grew up in a different county than the one I live in Ireland, the Republic. I never grew up in Wales. I've never been to Wales. I have been to the United Kingdom, but not Wales. Lads, can we not do the whole fucking county guessing game? Like I don't understand the whole interest in where I live. Come to the US. No, fuck the USA. I'm sick of talking about the USA in this. Like Jesus. Prefer UK or Ireland? Um, I mean, I like being from Ireland for the pure fact I have an EU passport, which makes travel easier and stuff like that. What's that on your shoulder? I'm just after getting tattoos, so it's just like the cling film over, which is slowly but surely coming off. I don't want to touch that. Yeah, I got a tattoo. Ireland, are you Muslim? Be honest. Um, I'm not Muslim myself, but I respect Muslims as people, and I respect their religion. First day of not commenting on your stream failed because I couldn't stand your beauty. Well, They don't respect you. My best friend is a Muslim. You know, I think some Muslims respect me a lot, and I respect him a lot. You know, I'll stand for a lot of things on here, but like, don't generalize Muslims. I don't fuck with that shit at all. And Irish whiskey is banging, mate. I don't drink whiskey nowadays. I had it once, I think. I was young as shit though, shouldn't have drank it. Oh yes, the EU passport, fucking Spain, Croatia, Greece, anywhere you want. Actually, going back to the question about like, would I rather live in Ireland or England? For the longest time, I planned on moving to the UK and stuff like that, and I might still do that. But it's nice having a fucking EU passport. It's nice, you know. I probably will end up living in England for a few years. Back when I was like 15, I really wanted to like live in London and stuff like that, but I couldn't afford. I can't afford. How the fuck can I afford that shit in this economy? Like, but I might end up moving to the UK. You never know. No need to tell lies. Yeah, my best friend. Oh, I'm gonna fucking hide. Lads, reference. My best friend is Muslim, so if you want to say any shit about Muslims and stuff like that, like it's gonna piss me the fuck off. You know, like there is a lot of people have opinions on certain religions and stuff like that, but it's the type of thing where it's like, don't fucking generalize people you don't know. You know, I am Muslim and I respect our see. You know, I respect everyone. I respect Christians, I respect Jews, I respect Muslims, I respect every single religion out there. I respect every culture out there. You know, like I feel like, you know, people are fucking strange. I'm not Muslim. When did you first find out you were Muslim? At what age? I'm not Muslim, but I do respect the religion. Where are you from? I'm loud. I don't say what county I am in. Are you in the hospital? No, I'm in my bedroom. Are you Christian? No. No, I'm not religious at all. Oh no, to the person there that was asking what county I'm from. It's not that I think you're strange, it's not that I'm mad at you for asking what county I'm from, but it's just for the pure fact there's a lot of fucking weirdos on here, so it's just like safety reasons and all that. But like, I'm not offended that you asked or anything, you're completely fine. What religion are you? I'm an atheist. I don't believe in any religion. You also love Allah. See, I'm not Muslim personally, but I have respect for Muslims. So I'm not gonna make the statement that I would necessarily love Allah, but I would never disrespect them either. I thought the Irish were all Catholics. Well, fun fact, Irish people are human beings and most of us have free will and free thinking, so you know, nowadays anyway. What time do I sleep? I typically sleep around like 1 a.m.ish, so I'm probably gonna be hopping off in around 20 minutes. Please keep your privacy before I send you a shark plushie. I already have a dinosaur plushie. They would have they'd fight for each other's loves. Like I don't know if I could ever love anyone more than I love Nuggy. Do you respect Christians? Yeah, I respect all religions. You know, if being religious is what makes you a good person, then I fuck with it. What time do you sleep is a crazy ass question. With the amount of fucking questions, the fucking dodgy ass questions I've got on here, you know, I take no notice at this point. I have hairy armpits. Whatever the fuck floats your boat, like. Have you ever eaten pay chips before? Be honest. No. No. You can't be real. I am indeed a human being and I am real. Ugh. Sleep, no. Hi to you. What's my favorite color? Black. Christians aren't religious. Please relax and prioritize rest. Probably should do that. I used to be an atheist too, but then I had a demonic something in my house. You're so pretty. You are fine. I need you to be my girlfriend. Hide user. Fave workout. Probably back biceps. Back and biceps always a nice show. Back, bicep, shoulders. Do you speak French? Je parle français. J'adore. Je vais à la boulangerie. Is background real or green screen? This is my bedroom, which is indeed real. How many pull-ups can you do? To be perfectly honest, I can't do a pull-up. I actually can't do a pull-up. I haven't tried in a long time now. I probably should try, but I can't. That's just me being upfront. Like my legs are gone really strong at the moment. My back is getting defined and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm starting to like the way my upper body is developing and stuff like that. But can you shout my name? No. What? Ah, look at a person sending crazy messages, then trying to delete them to avoid being hidden. Fuck you, fuck you. I'll still hit you. Baguette is French. Yes, I know. I used to take French in school, and that's why I chose the name. Can you do dips? Yeah, I do. I do dips. Yeah. You're a handsome young man. I know. I get all these hoes. Oh my god, I'm such a masculine bro. I'm very charming. Oh, I know. Please don't be vulgar. Fuck you, dude. Oh, no, sorry. I was meaning if you could say my name. Oh, yeah. Amelia Bogginton. Yeah. I thought you were being a weirdo asking me to scream your name. I thought you were just being weird. Yeah. Video game. Papers, please. Please don't be rude. I'm not being fucking rude. Haha. Sorry, no, didn't mean it that way. You're grand. How much money do you got? Fucking sugar baby, why are you interested in my finances? Like, hi, hello everyone. How's everyone's day going? They're going good. If you want, see me follow. God knows what's being said. Honestly, I could just do deadlift, squats, pull-ups, and dips and build a nice physique. Yeah. I think, yeah, I fuck with that. A good friend of mine who's a personal trainer, he's the one who made my slates. So yeah, he's the only reason I know how to train properly. To be honest with you, send me some, please. That's asking for money. No, fuck no. I need to save my money for my own caffeine addiction. Fuck you, dude. Are you white? I'm blind. I broke my neck. Lad, if you broke your fucking neck, I'd highly doubt you'd be able to type in this. So how do you put up with all this, all of the crazy? As in, like, what's going on in the comment section and stuff? Ugh, I take no notice, to be honest. I take no fucking notice. My girl, what up? I don't know who this is, but what up, dude? But are you white though? You sound white, but I can't see, so I need to be sure. I don't understand how my color of my skin matters. I'm a human being. You know, blood is blood, skin is skin. Pigment don't matter, dude. Yeah. No comment. Just fucking open your eyes and see what color I am, dude. Irish people tend to be wise. That's a safe. Yeah, that's a safe statement. You know. Chug both. No. I'm genuinely just playing with them because I'm bored. I'm not getting drunk tonight. I have work tomorrow. I'm not drinking these. I'm just bored. So I'm just like stacking them on one another. I think I'll probably be heading off soon, but yeah. This fucking stream. No, give me a massage. How about you go fucking kill yourself, dude? Had to drop for a while. What are you up to now? I'm just kind of responding to comments. People aren't talking about the US as much, thank God. And it's just I'm kind of here falling asleep. And people are acting more normal. They're still acting weirder than usual, but they're acting a lot more normal now. Are you really Irish? Got a drink in your hand and still there, JK? Yeah, I used to be very bad, a really, really bad drinker. Like, I used to be a heavy drinker, but nowadays I drink fuck all. Is the bed comfy? Honestly, it fucking is. I fucking, as we speak about that, I'm tired as fuck, man. This light's going off. And then as soon as I turn, I'm gonna tuck myself in, and as soon as I hop off this or whatever, I'm gonna fuck off to bed. Yeah. Looks like a hospital bed. No, it's just my fucking bed, man. Oh. Do any of you have any final questions or anything like that? Because I honestly, I did ask need fucking sleep. Must be close to midnight there. Yeah, it's like 25 minutes too. Yes, can I come over? No. I'm just gonna give it like 2 minutes, and if you have any final questions, I answer them. But then I gotta fuck off. Night, night. Oh, I'm dying here. Gotta drop. Have to run some errands. Good night. I'm heading off, lads. I need fucking sleep. Night, night. Oh, I'm working tomorrow. Fucking kill me. Bye.